guys, so today I am doing a video on having your Mars in a fire sign. If you see like clutter around me, it is simply because I filmed a what's in my hospital bag for my second channel, so I literally just filmed it, so stuff is kind of everywhere right now, so just bear with me. It's also 1,000 degrees, as usual in my videos. But anyways, so I'm going to be talking about having your Mars in Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So if you have one or you know somebody with that, then this video is for you. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say Mars, check out my intro to Mars video, which I will list below. And I'm also going to list a helpful website and app to use to figure out birth chart information. If you want to skip to just watch Aries, just watch Leo, perhaps just watch Sagittarius, I will list the times now to tell you when to skip to watch a specific placement. So having your Mars in Aries. This person might be the type to lash out in the moment. Sometimes anger just might overcome them, but they aren't the types to stew in anger or to create a grudge because of something that made them angry. They react, and then that's kind of it. Be impulsive in the moment, but they also are the type that are going to have a ton of energy. They're going to be natural-born leaders. They tend to go for things that they want immediately. This can be good or it can be bad. They're assertive and they know what they want, and they will be damned if they let something pass them by. A problem can come because they will often rush into things without taking the time to properly consider the situation or what's going on, and they don't always plan things through. A person with a Mars in Aries could have other elements in their chart that kind of balance this out, and if they do, then they can definitely make a really powerful leader or boss. People just tend to want to follow them and, listen to what they're saying and do what they're doing. If, for instance, there's a lot of other fire signs in the chart, or maybe like a lot of Aries in a person's chart, the challenge is having the discipline and the patience to take a step back and not always jump into something head first, even if they have good intentions. I also want to add that this person is most likely going to be very active. They probably have a talent in sports, and they'll definitely enjoy competition, sometimes a little too much. So if you or someone you know, I sound like some kind of weird ad or like a police report, if you or someone you know has a Mars in Aries, it's important to just take the time to reflect on things before, jumping into things, reacting. It's important to take that time to just consider things a little more carefully. Someone with their Mars in Aries, I just want to add, tends to also be a very ambitious and courageous person. They really don't like to be restricted in any way. So now we're going to talk about having your Mars in Leo. This is like the more laid-back, milder version of having a Mars in Aries. And of course, there's some similarities, but there's also differences as well. They're also confident and energetic, but they're not as likely to jump into things so strongly and quickly and passionately. They still definitely enjoy being in charge, but not with such an intensity that they want to, lead the pack. They like people to look up to them and respect them and acknowledge their opinion as being a good one, but they don't necessarily have the need to lead a group of people or lead others. This person's probably going to approach situations and things with a dramatic flair. Things may be a much bigger deal to them than they are to other Mars placements. They want to be genuinely appreciated and they want acknowledgement. And a want for acknowledgement and appreciation is what's going to drive them to go after what it is that they want in life. This will be another person who is competitive, who is energetic. But again, a lot of their motivating drive is, from their own ego. I'm not saying this is necessarily a bad thing. I'm not saying, they have a huge ego, but their ego definitely drives them to get what they want in life. They really like to feel like they have an audience and they want others to kind of appreciate them and appreciate their good qualities and perhaps look up to them. This person can be a really exciting person to be around, and they can be really passionate, and that will draw people in and make other people excited too. They definitely have the ability to motivate other people. These people can actually be a lot of fun as long as they don't get too caught up in the drama of things or the negativity or their own ego needing to be fed. As long as they can take a step back from all that and realize that that's not always the most important thing in getting what they want out of life, then they can actually be a really good time and a fun person with some pretty big personality traits. So next I'm going to talk about having your Mars in Sagittarius. This person might be more active mentally, and they're really going to enjoy verbal debates or using their words to kind of get what they want. They like to use philosophy and ideas and stuff like that to go after things they want in life. They'll enjoy being independent and they won't really have a strong desire to lead or to follow. They'll just kind of beat to their own drum. Sometimes they're not the most reliable individuals. They're kind of like a bit all over the place because it's hard for them to stay focused on one thing for a long period of time. And it's hard for them to focus their drive on like one passion, one pursuit, one interest. They're always, you know, something else comes up that might seem better or more exciting. Always seeking out new excitements, and at times they can be a little bit defiant or rebellious. They do have the ability to follow through on things, but tend to do better with shorter, more intensive goals. You know, it's easier for them to just complete something in a quicker style, kind of check it off the list and then move on to the next thing to prevent them from getting bored and just dropping something altogether. These are the type of people that love to seek pleasure, and they can be active like Leos and Aries. They won't so much be driven by a competitive spirit, but they will enjoy to be active. And they kind of like to do things more solo. They really appreciate outdoor activities. And again, they like to do stuff independently. Not to say that they wouldn't want to be part of a team, they just prefer that solo kind of activity. This person may become very set in their own beliefs and their own ideas and opinions and values. And this can spark their temper. So if you're, you know, someone with a Mars in Sagittarius and you disagree wholeheartedly with something that's really important to them, you might see this person's temper. It might flare at that moment. They just don't want to, I feel like their ideas, the ideas that are important to them are challenged, especially in a disrespectful way, and they can just become very defensive about that kind of thing. So that is what it is to have your Mars in a fire sign, whether it be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. My next video will be having your Mars in an earth sign, so look out for that. I will say that my videos probably might be a little bit off over the next few weeks. I am 9 months pregnant. I'm actually due tomorrow from the day I'm filming this. So I'm filming this July 22nd, and I am due July 23rd, so we'll kind of see what happens. I want to keep posting videos, but I really just don't want to make any promises. If you want to stay updated with my personal life, make sure you check me out on Snapchat or Instagram, both of them Grace_astrology. And if you liked or enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you sometime soon, hopefully next week with a new video, but I can't make any promises. I'm sorry, I don't know what to expect, don't hate me. But anyways, that is it, and as always, have a good day or night.
Oh my god, guys, it's so hot in here. I have to turn off my AC and stuff when I'm recording, so holy mackerel. I don't know who even says that anymore.